My name is Ricky Mills, a retired Special Forces officer and the host of Wild Jaeger Outdoor TV. As a Green Beret, my job was to infiltrate into foreign countries by land, sea, or air, using my language skills and cultural sensitivity to accomplish the mission, whatever it may be. As a global hunter, I'm inviting you to follow me and my team of international hunters as we travel the globe on a quest to hunt every country and every huntable game species. This is Wild Jaeger. So this week we brought in Vincent McDonald because we're talking about the North American wild turkey.
One of my favorite species to hunt with a shotgun and a bow, which I've been doing since I was 16 years old, so for about 32 years now.
And then Vincent, you got it going on the turkey calling business.
Yeah, I really enjoy using diaphragm calls and decoys and working birds in close to shoot with our bows.
So in last week's episode, we talked about shotgun hunting and then transitioning to hunting turkeys with a bow. And I took that challenge, and last year I went out with a bow specifically. And I hunted from opening day. I left the shotgun at home, took the blind, had everything set up, stools, calls, and everything, and I hunted straight through for the first couple of weeks with a bow. Got really close, but not as close as you can get, man.
Yeah, I mean, you really have to be committed to say, okay, I'm just going to bow hunt. I'm not going to take my shotgun. You just got to be dedicated to it, go all in. And what you aren't successful on, you should learn from. And to hopefully, transpire that into a more successful hunt the next time. So it's a big learning curve.
Well, the big thing I think a lot of people out there, especially in New York, are saying is, well, we can only hunt till noon in New York. You have the same rule in Ohio?
Yeah, the first 2 weeks we can only hunt till noon, and then the last 2 weeks of season we can hunt all day. So, I mean, that catching the birds going back to the roost, your evening hunts, they're a little bit different than, your morning hunt, but you can get them birds gobbling in the evening when they're coming back to roost, and it can be a pretty fun hunt.
This episode of Wild Jaeger Outdoor TV is brought to you by Box Pro High Performance Game Calls, proudly made in the USA. Top Rack, the best European mount hanger available. I love all veterans. The Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, the Coast Guard, and then now Space Force. Because of my injuries, my accident, my status as a disabled veteran, we are able to positively advise soldiers that have physical and mental injuries. They're in those middle stages of like, I'm hurt, I'm injured. My body is not gonna be what it was before. Bow, perfect.
The Wounded Warrior effort of taking soldiers back out and getting them in the field, getting them hunting, returning them to their roots, and returning them to something that internally is a comfortable place, so that they can forget for even just a short period of time and move on a little bit and spend time, some fellowship and some camaraderie with other people that share the same interests.
That's awesome. What you gotta say? Congratulations, Jeff.
Thank you, Rick.
It's been a pleasure to get out here hunting.
Yes.
That's the big question that I get a lot of times. There's so many veteran support organizations. Hey, Rick, you're a retired Army guy.
give me an example of one that you think's a good veteran support organization. And
Wild Jaeger Veteran Adventures.
And we created one. We went out and we built our own. So if you're wondering where you can go to find out information about how you can give to support Wild Jaeger Veteran Adventures, you can go to our website at www.wildjaeger.com and then look for the Wild Jaeger Veteran Adventures page. When you scroll to the bottom, there's a donate button there. You can volunteer your land for access for hunting. You can volunteer game on your land. Volunteer in your lodge or your cabin for space for veterans to come in and stay in. Feel free to call me or call John anytime to talk about what you'd like to do to help us get veterans in the outdoors and get them out on a Wild Jaeger Veteran Adventure. All right, folks, up at 3:30 in the morning. It is 1 May, and we are headed to the woods for our annual opening day New York turkey. All right, folks, Dave and I are linked up. Somebody put a log in the road.
Bow hunting turkeys is not easy. You're already pitting yourself against one of the most elusive game in the woods. But now you have to wait till they're within bow range. I decided to get out of the ground blind and do some running and gunning. Now, if you look close, I'm actually filming backwards. This deer came in behind me, and then I'm using a feature that I have on my camera where I can film myself at the same time. Look at the small video and you can see the deer moving around there.
Down there is where the turkeys were yesterday. I came back, same place, and now I'm set up over here.
It's always cool to add a live decoy to your setup. This hen hangs out for about an hour. She sometimes gets as close as 10 feet away with no ground blind.
All right, folks, it's 7 May, so it's my 7th day of hunting.
so it's like almost 9 o'clock. It's gonna take me a while to get in. You can see I'm humping quite a bit of stuff. We're going out, we're bow hunting turkeys. Got my PSE Evoke 35. I've got my Summit Viper 3P, ground blind, a little stool, some decoys. We're gonna go into an area we can hunt till noon in New York. This is a public land hunt, and it's quite a hike each time. Getting in and getting out with all that gear. All right, folks, 4:30 in the morning, 8 May, day 8. I'm on my way out to catch some turkeys. Here I am hunting all morning long, and there the turkeys are across the road. They're always where you're not.
Next episode where Ryan's up to bat, calling a couple of young Jakes you'll see in the video. They put on a show. They did everything that a longbeard's going to do. It's Ryan's property. He wants to shoot a Jake. It's a legal bird in Ohio. I don't have a problem with guys shooting Jakes. A gobbler's a gobbler. As long as he does the script, does his part, that's what I like.
What about a bearded hen?
Bearded hens are legal in Ohio. I've been fortunate enough to harvest 2 of them with my bow. Some guys are against, guys shooting hens, bearded hens. But to me, once again, if it's a legal bird, you choose that you want to harvest that bird, that's your choice to do that.
It's your tag.
It's my tag. So, and they make pretty cool mounts. I got one mounted up and had a really nice, about 7 3/4 inch beard on her. And then the second one I harvested had about a 9 1/4 inch beard. So.
Yeah. This episode of Wild Jaeger Outdoor TV is brought to you by Box Pro, high performance game calls, proudly made in the USA. Top Rack, the best European mount hanger available.
So where are we going with this third hunt, Vince?
A buddy of mine, Todd Ward, and I, we head over towards Cleveland to a piece of property that I picked up to hunt. And first morning we hunted, we called in a couple hens. They messed around in decoy spread for about an hour, hour and a half. Didn't hear any gobbles that morning. Relocated in that field, found a little bit better spot. We were on a little bit of a low depression where we're at, so if there was any birds on the other side of the rise, they weren't going to be able to see the decoys. So we moved up on that rise. Next morning we got 3 birds gobbling. You'll see in the video the first bird right off the roost. He's up in the field, checking out the spread from a distance, probably 70, 80 yards away. And he makes a commitment and starts coming in and playing, reading the script and doing it right.
Nice. Check out this hunt, folks. So I've hunted Rios out in Oklahoma. I've hunted Easterns in North Carolina and in New York. Where are you hunting and what are you hunting?
Well, in Ohio we got, of course, the eastern bird, which I think is the most difficult bird of all the species to hunt. I've hunted in Nebraska for Merriam's. I've hunted in Kansas for Rios. I'm going back to Kansas this year for a Rio to get one with my bow. So I'll be 1 bird away from my slam with my bow, and then that means I need to go down to Florida and shoot the Osceola.
I know there's a lot of turkey hunters out there that don't have a lot of success when it comes to turkey hunting. So when you start talking about, oh, he's going after his bow turkey slam,
Yeah.
I was like, he said that yesterday, and I was like, man,
I'm still going after, so I still need to get my Goulds, my Merriam, and my Osceola, you know, and then I'm even thinking about heading down to South America for that ocellated turkey. So I don't know, maybe one of these days.
And that'll give you the World Slam.
The World Slam.
Yep.
Do that with a bow. I don't know if you can hunt with a bow in South America.
I think big guys have. I think Fred Eichler did.
Okay, there you go. I know a guy, we got an article on our website with a guy that was in the military. He was down in Panama, and he linked into the tribe that's down there, and he actually harvested an oscillated turkey with a blowgun. Not kidding.
Tim Wells would love that.
Yeah. So talking about traveling the world, hunting different things, this is where it's at, and this is what Wild Jaeger Outdoor Adventures is all about. Well, that closes out our two-part series on hunting wild turkeys in North America with Vincent McDonald. Vince, thanks.
I appreciate it, Rick.
Appreciate you traveling all the way from Ohio for this
Yeah,
week.
it's been a fun trip.
And I'm looking forward to going to Ohio and hunting turkeys with you here this spring.
Yep, towards the end of April, we'll be getting after them.
It's going to be amazing. Ohio with a bow.
With a bow.
All right, stay tuned, folks.